Hi guys, and welcome to Victoria's Aquatic Adventures. Today's video is basically just going to show you I prepped some botanicals to go into our aquariums. So I'm just going to kind of show you what I did to get them ready and everything, okay? So as you can see here, what I did last night, or about 2 nights ago, was I rinsed my botanicals, some Hollywood, some seed pods, things like that from Tannins. So they're kind of cold now. Some of those exobark chunks, some of the seed pods, and I got some alder cones. I can see it right down here. So I got some of these alder cones free when I actually did the my aquarium box. These things are not as rigid now, so they should be able to sink. Got some pods for the little fish. I got some little keely fish to hopefully give them some hiding places. Some Hollywood for my shrimps. Some little bell cups also for it too. So I boiled them for about an hour. I rinsed off the boiled water, and then I filled another pot, filled it up with another batch of water. And then these are the tannins that I acquire from that batch. So this is not the part that I boiled off. I just put a nice little white plate underneath it, so that way you can see still how rich and deep the color is. After I had even boiled it and everything, because the first one you couldn't even see through. So this here, I'm actually going to use this cup for the ones that I don't want to put the botanicals in, the ones I just want to add the tannins to. So I guess let's get started so we can get these guys feeling a little bit better. I have 3 tanks that I'm going to add some levamisole to a little bit later, just to be on the safe side. So I kind of want to get this in their water and everything first, just so they can be a little bit happier. Did you know tannins will actually help a pet become happier, an aquatic pet? They can also use it as food, and not only somehow, like when you're sick, you use tea to help you feel better, that they actually use the tannins to help them feel better in the water. Just a quick fact. Hey guys, okay, so the first tank we're actually going to add the botanicals to, or the tannin water, because I don't want to add the botanicals to these two, is because they're the goldfish tanks, like the goldfish kingdom, and then my high-rise plaza, just because I don't want them to eat up all of my botanicals like overnight, which is something I feel like they would do. Or I don't want them to get stuck in the little pods or something, because I mean, goldfish are clumsy. You kind of have to, not idiot proof, what is it that you have to do? Their tank has to be made special, because they are a special, clumsy, funny fish. So first, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to finish the water change on these guys about 20 minutes ago. So I got 4 cups here. We're just going to disperse some of these tannins in here. And I left about a cup. And the reason I left about a cup is because this 75 down here is a lot larger than this 55 up here, and this 75 down here has a lot more fish than this 55 up here. This 55 up here only has 2 fish. And that's only because my little frog head right over here, named Ribbit, said, I'm a bully. Say, I'm a bully. I only can live with Vixen. Only Vixen. And my 2 virgin friends. Alright. So we're just going to go ahead and add now. I like to add it in front of the filter. I've already taken out the carbon. So That way it's just going to cycle through all the water and everything. It wasn't a lot. It's not going to change my watercolor. This will change my watercolor just a touch, but not nearly as much as my riverscape over here. So now let's add some actual botanicals to our riverscape. Okay, so since I don't have that many hands and I don't have a stand for my iPad, I just added some botanicals, and it looks like we now have a fight for a female with the Aquariums. But other than that, we have Aquarium already investigating down below. So the botanicals I just put in down by that thermometer. We have some kiwi fish already exploring some of the pods and going inside of them. So I think it's all in all a success. Again, this is in no way organized right now. I just wanted to get it in there so that way I can treat it. I added some alder cones to my little bed of quarantine cups, or bowls rather. They're not in cups anymore. But so we're gonna see how everybody does with these guys. All in all, everybody seems to be happy still, and we're gonna keep going because we got a few more aquariums to add things to. And there's my piper. Hey, he actually made an appearance. Okay. Okay guys, so the next one that I actually went ahead and did was I added the botanicals down to my 30, which is right here. We got a breeding net always set because I mean this is my guppy tank. This is the one that I breed with. As you can see, she's about ready to pop right there in the center. So you can see that I went in, of course, again, no actual particular order. You know, I kind of like how these fell in there. The fish will probably move them around as they will and as they want. But I added some cocoa curls and everything that's applicable that I like to graze on these guys. And so, and I added just a little bit of tannin water. Hopefully, I just wanted to get them in there, but the tannin start helping my fish and get everybody happy and healthy again. I mean, everybody's happy and healthy as is now, but tannins really seem to boost everybody's mood. So the final tank here to receive the tannins and the botanicals is actually my 10-gallon. This is my longest running aquarium. It looks very sparse. There's about 7 ghost shrimp in here, as you can see right there, already inspecting one of the botanicals right there in the center, looking down at the new piece of Hollywood. I had a shrimp looking at the little cups. It's probably going to be very hard to find one of them. I let some of the plants float just because it's easier. Some of the gourmets like it. I've actually seen them hide, and then when I feed, they'll come out and everything. So that there's my one random Thoricata rainbow that is in here, and she's happy, she's healthy. So I'm hoping to boost everybody's mood in this tank. So this tank had egg a little while ago, and I lost quite a few fish. Who I lost would have been I lost 2 pea puffers that were actually in here, and I just have one now, and he's not doing as well as I would hope he would be. He's not eating as much as I want him to, but everybody else seems to be doing fine. I also have 2 plecos in here, and about 3 or 4 of those nice pretty little sparkling gourmets. And hey, there's one of our little ghost shrimps. There they are. So they're probably hiding in the caves, doing what they do best, cleaning up our nice aquarium. Okay, here's another one. He's like, what is this? You threw things in my water. Oh, and he ran. So there's another little shrimp back there. So hopefully everybody will be happy, and we'll see how this goes. I will keep you posted. As always, live a happy and healthy life. Bye.